When you click on strategy, it is like you want to customize on how the bot should further behave on specific trades. Maybe for you don't want full automation. You want to tweak here and there and here and there. So they gave us two modes. One mode is steady flow. Another one is called short flow. So they are saying, choose your strategy. Pick how the bot trades for you. They're saying, pick how the bot trades for you. You can switch anytime. So you're free to switch between these strategies at any time. So they're saying you can either choose steady flow. It trades both directions with your custom settings and DCA. That is very important. If you choose steady flow, the bot will be able to pick for you longs and shorts. Okay? Long trades and short trades. And you can customize using your custom strategy plus DCA. You can turn it on or off. Now, when we come here to short flow, it says short only threading overheated pumps. I think here they mean a coin has pumped, okay, maybe by a certain percentage. I think the engine is made in such a way that if a coin pumps in by a certain percentage, it should be monitored to see whether whether a short can be got on that coin. So it is going to be trading on the coins that have already pumped, gone up. Okay, maybe they are exhausted. Okay, it is going to only be trading this short only trades for coins which have pumped and they are soon exhausting, or maybe they are soon to make a retracement. It enters these coins and you move down with them, you make a profit. So short flow is going to only be trading shorts, no long on short flow, no long will be executed here. Now we come here. What if I want to select, what if I wanted to only trade shorts? What if I wanted to trade only shorts? By the way, for maybe for evidence, let me click here on signals. Okay, on signals. And I believe you have already seen this. Okay, they have added for us a button for short only signals. These are signals that are only for shorting. You can see 1,000 CAT USDT has been given a few minutes back, 20 minutes back, and it is winning. Do you see these short signals? Do you see them? They were first tested before they launched them. Do you see this one? It is winning. Already TP1 hit. It is now coming to TP2. Okay, let's look here down. Already TP1 hit, TP2 hit, and it's coming to TP3. Do you see this? Do you see this? And you can see these are some today alone 24 short only trades hit TP3. So the TP3 win rate is high. However, before I even go ahead and explain this, the short only strategy, it is riskier. Now, let me show you. Here they are telling you plainly, they are telling you. And I have tested this. I'm going to show you live, my live results. I have tested this. I was very excited. A new strategy. It is high risk, high reward. And I'm going to explain why. I have tested it since yesterday. I've seen the results, but I've also seen the bad side of it. And I'm going to give you everything plainly. It is just upon your risk sizing and your risk mentality, and you choose for yourself. Okay. They are telling you here, it is a higher risk, higher reward. And we are going to see why. So let's say here, by the way, when you want to switch, you can just click here where it says switch profile. Do you see this switch profile? When you click on that button, you can switch from maybe steady flow to short flow. And I'm going now to click on short flow. And when I click on short flow, I'm launched into this. Now, you may wonder, why was steady flow showing me $500? Yet now short flow is showing me over $600. Because for it counts even the open trades, everything counted, all the money within open trades and the free money, all the total is now $600. Do you understand? If I switch back to steady flow, you can see it is telling me I only have $587. Why? It is showing it the only free money available. The only free money available to use. But whereas if I switch to short only, if I switch to short flow, it is showing me that I have, that I have 600. Okay, it has, where am I? Am I in short flow or what? No, I've not switched short flow. Switch anyway. It is not switching, my dear. Why? Why are you not switching? Why are you not switching, my dear? My dear friend, why are you disturbing me? Short only. Very good, very good. It has switched. It was just a matter of reloading. So you can see it is showing me I have over $600, but now it is also showing me that 600 is already reserved. So it's telling me on your futures account, the total futures balance you have is over $600. Okay, but most of the money is already committed into 3 running trades because I was running short only. So I chose the $200 party. I'm going to explain all this. Don't worry. When you reach on this page, let's say it is your first time reaching on this page, what should you understand? Here it is going to show you your balance that you have on your futures account, because short only is for futures only. Futures only, no spot here. Futures only. It is going to show you your balance. Then it is going to show you your slots that are available using your balance. Okay, using your balance, how many slots can you get to trade? How many trades can you run concurrently? Okay. Now, here down, after you put in some trades, it's going to show you the reserved money for those trades, the available balance, that is free money. Now it's telling you the true free money after we subtract all the trades that are running. This is the true free money. And I'm going to explain the difference why the other side the free money was 500, whereas the free money is just $18. Then it shows you that you're running 3 trades and you're left with 0 trade to run because your balance has been locked up for running those trades. Now, if we come here down, it is almost the same thing. The strategy partitions, now you understand. How many strategy partitions are going to open will depend on the truly available. Will depend on the truly available. Okay? How many partitions will open will depend on the truly available money. So in this case, for example, if I wanted to use the $200 partition. Now, here, listen to me very well, because if I don't explain very well, it is going to confuse some of you. When you reach on the short only trades, okay? If you want just short the market only, you want the strategy that just shorts the market. Remember, it targets coins that have been pumping and they're about to get exhausted. But remember, this is an AI. It may see that the coin is getting exhausted. Maybe it has reached at its premium zone and maybe going to form a retracement. But at the same time, the premium zone is broken and the coin continues back up. You should understand that when you try to short the market only, things may not work the same way you would want. Because we've seen coins that reach at a proven resistance, they somehow get rejected, but at the same time, continue, break the resistance and continue. So you should be able to know, to understand that such things are going to open, such things are going to happen. So when you come here, if you want to select any partition, because the partitions that are going to be open will depend on the truly available capital. So for example, you want to choose the $200 partition. When you click in it, when you click in the partition, for example, you click here, it is going to open like this. Now you come here. This is a must. If you want to short only the market, please do not jump this step. I request you guys, I beg you. It can give you money. It can take your money. It is high risky, high reward. My statements are very clear. High risk, high reward. It can give you more money than the normal strategies we've been using. Because I've tested it, I've seen. It can give you way more money than the strategies we have been testing, but at the same time can chop your money very fast if you're not careful. That's why it is important whenever you select any strategy, be it 200, be it 300 to use, make sure you come, every strategy will have this button here called strategy. Make sure you come and click on this strategy. When you click on this strategy, what is the best strategy that I recommend? I recommend you come here on custom, okay? You can explore these other strategies that are here, okay? The one that will give you some good money, it is starting from here, okay? Here. You can see, I have told the board that even though I have $200, okay? Why do you want to select a strategy? Because if I also don't talk about that, we may not understand. It is true you have told the board that you can use a maximum of $200 per trade. That is by you selecting that $200 partition. You're telling the board you can use a maximum of $200 on this trade. But do not put all the money at once. Please, I beg you, my board, if you're going to trade for me inside my account, do not put all the $200 at once. What should you do? Come here down. on strategy. And you tell it on how it should put your money into the market. In this case, you can come starting from here. This is where the good money is going to start from here on more strategies here. Okay. And you say, I want you can see this is a 3x 3%. What does it mean? You are telling your bot that get my money of $200, multiply it by 3%. In this case, it is going to be 200 times 3%, which is equal to $6. Okay. Are we understanding? I want you, instead of putting all the $200 at once, put only 3% of the $200, which is in this case $6. So it is going to allocate $6 per trade. It is going to allocate $6 per trade. Now, on every trade, it's going to put $6. On every trade it opens for you, a short trade, it's going to put $6. It means on your $200 minus $6, the remainder $194 is kept aside to protect your position. That's why you can see reserved here. They are telling me reserved is 600. They have already reserved over $600 on the 3 trades that are running, because each trade, when it enters, it reserves the full capital required to make sure that trade goes in your favor. Let me explain this again, because you may not understand. When I come here and I say, put in 3% of my $200 per trade, it means I'm telling the bot to put in only $6. Then, to make sure I have enough money to cover for this trade, it gets $6, it gets $200 minus $6, the balance is $194. Now, it reserves all this capital for this running trade, which means the free capital, which would have been 194, is already reserved, plus the $6. This is the total of $200 reserved. If I have 3 trades running, it means I have all the $600 reserved. That's why when it gets this capital here that I have on my Binance, minus the reserved money, we get $18, 18 free dollars. Why does it reserve all that money aside? It means it knows that a scenario can happen. It enters for you at this point when the market was about to reverse, but the trade refuses and still goes back into your direction. I maybe reverses when it has gone into a negative, or maybe $20, negative of $50. Then it reverses, comes back into your direction. That's why you must select a partition, a strategy under here. Okay, under here. Some of you may say, no, use 4x per trade. Some of you may say, for example, right now, my trades are running at 5x. My trades that I had put in are running at 5x, 5%. So it's instead of putting all the 200, just put in 5%. In this case, it will be $10. Then make sure you use 5x per trade. 5x per trade. But let me recommend the safest leverage that will give you a balance of some good profits. Okay? Some good profits and some capital protection. Capital protection is this one, 3x 3%. Trust me. If you come and you select this 5x 5%, if they chop your money, don't blame the bot. Because partly you're instructing it not deviate from your instructions. It is going to try to make sure it gets the highest probability trades, but cannot guarantee that they must win 100%. So if you select a partition that risks more of your money, trust me, if anything goes wrong, your money can be chopped, because remember, it's high risk, high reward. So in this case, if you're not satisfied with all this, maybe you want to set your custom strategy, come and click on this. You set your custom strategy accordingly. And after you apply, or click on apply custom settings. In this case, for example, okay, I've chosen 3x 3%. And when we reach here, it is telling me that it's going to be using leverage of 3x, okay, on a partition of $200, which means this is going to be $6 per trade. Then if it multiplies by 3x leverage, 3% of 200 is $6. If it multiplies by this leverage, it could be putting in 18 as the notion. Okay. Now, Very, very important also. You can see they have put a button for optional stop loss. Optional stop loss. My dear friends, if you want to make money from this strategy, I have tested it. Yesterday and today I'm testing it. If you want to make money from this strategy, do not put this button on unless you're very sure of what you're doing. If you know you're not sure, because some of you, I know you have experience. You may come here on signals. You look at the short only signal that has been given. For example, this one which is moving so far, almost hitting TP2. Maybe you saw it before. And you clicked here to read the chart. You saw where the stop loss was. Then you came here on view the chart. On view the chart. And you saw the chart. The chart made sense to where the stop loss was. Okay, maybe the chart made sense. Do you see this? Do you see that now? Now this is a perfect play. Do you see that? If we consider 30 minutes ago, these are how many? 15-minute candles. This is one 15-minute candle, second 15-minute candle. Those are 30 minutes. Now, do you see this signal was given exactly 34 minutes ago? Do you see this? Which means it saw that the momentum was dying. The momentum was dying. And is riding on this retracement to make for you money if it had ended for you. That's the simple analogy on how this method works. It looks at the coins which are pumping, look at the exhaustion point, then enter at points of exhaustion, okay, to make sure it rides the downtrend. It is a perfect scenario that we are seeing here. You can see the signal is winning, and we see this was just given 30 minutes ago. And if we come here on the chart and we trace 30 minutes ago on a 15-minute time frame, we can see it was given around here. And now you can see the signal is winning. In simple terms, that's how the strategy works. But also, there are scenarios where it researches a little and then chip goes. Okay, goes. So you should be aware of that. Now, as I think I've gone far. So after you do all this, after you select your strategy to use, come here down. Make sure, my dear friends, if you don't want to be hitting stop losses, don't put this button. Don't. I beg you. In the name of God, stop loss, leave it. Do not turn it on. I'm going to show you a perfect scenario. If I turned on stop loss, I would be in losses. Now, come and turn on this button here down, and you're done. That is it all.